Welcome back to Central PA Live. I'm joined now by Morgan Koziar. If you're just tuning in today on the show, we talked to everyone's favorite handyman, Dwight Rittenhouse, got a check on the weather forecast with meteorologist Mike Doyle, and we talked to so many other folks about so many other wonderful things. This teleprompter is not right. We talked about the Phillipsburg Heritage Days coming up there. Well, if you missed any of that, you can check out our website, which is centralpatv.com. Still to come, we're going to be in the kitchen with Chef Janet, but right now, it's time for the moment you've been waiting for, Today's Trending. Now, Morgan, you always know what's trending. What do you have first for us?
All right, so a bunch of first responders in Missouri saved a little boy's lemonade stand.
How did this happen?
Get this. So the little boy's name is Jacob Blank. He's 8 years old, tells his mom all he wants for his birthday is to have a lemonade stand. So he and his mom set up shop on the sidewalk in front of their home. Well, things were going fine until one of the customers complained about him not having a food handler's permit. The mom said she got in a full-blown argument with the customer over this, and then she shared her frustration over the matter on Facebook. Well, first responders came to the rescue and gave Jacob the stamp of approval on his handwritten permit. There it is. So, do you think the customer was in the wrong? Is he being a bit of a Grinch? I mean...
You know what? I don't know. Here's the thing. We have these rules in place for a reason, right? We don't want, I've gone to restaurants and like, how is this place open?
Yeah.
But also, it's a kid, it's a lemonade stand. You kind of expect there to be boogers in your lemonade. Just give the kid the 50 cents. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I think...
And I don't think this is the first time we've seen this happen either. I remember the first time I saw it was a little girl in Texas. And there was a big thing about it on Facebook or whatever, you know how we see those stories go through.
Right.
And then just recently, I saw it with a little boy. It was a hot summer day, and he decided he was going to start selling water. His mom was running late, coming home from work or something, or the neighbors. I can't remember what the story was. And he had decided he was going to sell the water and pulled the water out of the refrigerator and was just selling it to people. And the lady complained, and the mom wasn't even approving of it. The kid was just being a kid. Sometimes kids are kids.
Right, exactly. It's what do you expect? I mean, it is a kid. I mean, kids are always on their devices and tablets. I think it's good that they're getting out and,
I couldn't
trying
agree.
something like this.
I couldn't agree more. Okay, so our next trending topic.
Okay, well, big cities, they're known for having a lot of pollution, obviously. Well, a bar in London is creating a fresh atmosphere for their customers. They've created the concept of a clean air bar. They're giving people a chance to unwind around lush vegetation and cleaner air. After all, plants can absorb up to 85% of harmful gases. So many environmentalists hope that this concept will grow into other big cities around the world.
You know what I'm thinking about? That this is just like kind of opposite of any other bar you go to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can remember growing up, my dad owned a bar and restaurant, and it was when I lived in New York State, and so it was many years ago that smoking was, you weren't allowed to smoke anymore in bars. But I can remember being a kid, and that was like kind of like the first rule you learned when you bartended or waited tables was always make sure everybody's ashtrays are clear.
Right.
And so it's kind of funny to think that now it's kind of the opposite. Now there's plants, and people want open space and not dark. People want bright.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I think of a bar room, I think of like smoky air, musty smell, and no lights.
I love plants. I think it's a great...
I think it's fantastic.
Tropical.
Don't get me wrong.
And
I just think it's funny that it's kind of opposite.
They even have mint and basil growing on the wall, so you can just pick it and put it in your drink for your cocktail.
Talk about fresh mint for like your mojito or something,
That's cool.
Right? Really, really cool. Now, would you go to a bar like? I mean, obviously, it sounds like you would, but do you think a bar like this would last in a small town, or do you think it has to be the big city?
Yeah, I think it's kind of trendy.
Yeah.
Good for the Instagram. Pictures.
Well,
I'd go.
I think they're kind of following in suit with the popularity of rooftop bars, right? We've seen them I've heard all sorts of rumors. I don't want to go in on the rumor. I've heard rumors around town. Maybe there will be, maybe there won't be. But I would love a rooftop bar. So let's start there, and
that'd be fun.
Then we can go on from that. Okay, and then here we go. Topic number 3 in our trending list.
Okay, this is fun. So some NYPD officers had some fun on the job while they were celebrating their 4th of July holiday, singing cop pool karaoke. In a video posted on their Facebook, 2 officers sing their hearts out to Katy Perry's Firework, and they've got some pipes, let me tell you.
All right.
So at last check, the NYPD video had more than 6,000 positive reactions and more than 2,600 shares. Take a listen.
You mean like, do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again. Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in?
Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screams and no one seems to hear a thing? Don't you know that there's still a chance for you, that there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just all night, like the 4th of July. It's always been inside of you, and now it's time to let it through. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make them go, ah, ah, ah. You're gonna leave them wanting more, more, more.
Cause baby, you're a fire. I was right into that. That was cool. That was really cool.
It is. I think this is so fun. You know, people think cops are so serious, but it's fun to see them having a little bit of fun and breaking loose on the job.
Well, you know I'm a big fan of the karaoke,
Carpool
the carpool karaoke,
yeah.
and we do our backseat driver every
Right.
Wednesday, which is really fun. I think everybody should. I think that there's just something fun about being in a car and letting loose and have a little, have a little fun. You're going somewhere. And
What would your song be?
Well, Tina Turner's "Proud Mary."
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Roll in, yeah. But of course, maybe not. Maybe should choose a different one because you have to keep both hands on the wheel.
Yeah.
What would your song be?
Maybe some Gwen Stefani, something. Hollaback Girl, you know.
Oh,
Fun. Come
man.
on.
Come on, give us a classic. If you had to choose any karaoke song, it'd be a Gwen Stefani song?
I guess it's not good karaoke. All right, Don't Stop Believing, is that too cliche?
Don't Stop Believing is better.
Fine.
We're in the room.
I think people are just born knowing that song. I mean, it just unites us. It's fun.
We'll be right back.